Ever found yourself in a situation where you needed a refund and it felt like navigating a maze blindfolded? Especially with online banking, the process can sometimes feel opaque. Today, we're diving deep into a question many Monzo users have: how does Monzo refund money? We're not just going to scratch the surface. We'll explore the different scenarios, the typical timelines, and even what to do if things don't go as smoothly as planned. Because let's face it, understanding your bank's refund process is crucial for managing your finances effectively. Think about it. You might have accidentally paid twice for something, received a faulty product, or maybe a service you booked was canceled. These things happen. And when they do, knowing how to get your money back is essential. Monzo, known for its user-friendly interface and transparent communication, has a system in place for refunds, but it's important to understand the specifics. First, let's clarify the different types of refunds you might encounter with Monzo. There are merchant refunds, where you're getting your money back from a business. Then there are chargebacks, which are a bit different and involve disputing a transaction directly with Monzo. And finally, there might be refunds related to internal Monzo services, though these are less common. Let's start with merchant refunds. This is probably the most frequent type. Imagine you bought a new pair of shoes online, but they arrived damaged. You contact the retailer, they agree to a refund, and they process it through their system. This is a standard merchant refund. With Monzo, these refunds typically appear in your account within a few business days. The exact time frame depends on the merchant's processing time, not Monzo's. Monzo receives the refund instruction from the merchant and credits your account accordingly. Now, here's where things can sometimes get a little tricky. Let's say you haven't received your refund within the expected time frame. What should you do? The first step is always to contact the merchant directly. They are the ones who initiated the refund, so they'll have the most up-to-date information on its status. Ask for a refund reference number or ARN, acquire a reference number, if they have one. This can help track the refund's progress. If you've contacted the merchant and they confirm the refund has been processed, but you still don't see it in your Monzo account after a reasonable amount of time, usually a week or so, then it's time to reach out to Monzo's customer support. They can investigate the transaction and see if there's been any delay or issue on their end. Having that ARN from the merchant will be extremely helpful in these situations. Now, let's move on to chargebacks. These are a bit different from regular merchant refunds. A chargeback is when you dispute a transaction directly with your bank, in this case, Monzo. This is usually done when you haven't received the goods or services you paid for, or if you believe the transaction was fraudulent. For example, let's say you ordered something online, paid for it, but it never arrived. You've tried contacting the merchant multiple times, but they're unresponsive. In this scenario, you can initiate a chargeback with Monzo. You'll need to provide evidence to support your claim, such as order confirmations, delivery information, and records of your attempts to contact the merchant. Monzo will then investigate the chargeback claim. They'll contact the merchant's bank and present your evidence. The merchant then has the opportunity to respond and provide their side of the story. If Monzo rules in your favor, the funds will be credited back to your account. Chargebacks can be a bit more complex than regular refunds, and they can take longer to resolve. Monzo will guide you through the process and keep you updated on the status of your claim. It's crucial to be as organized as possible and provide all the necessary documentation to support your case. Another important point to remember is that chargebacks have specific time limits. You can't wait months to dispute a transaction. So, if you encounter a problem with a purchase, it's best to act quickly and contact Monzo as soon as possible. Now, what about refunds related to Monzo's own services? These are less common, but they can happen. For example, if you were charged a fee incorrectly, or if there was an error with a transaction processed by Monzo, they would issue a refund directly. In these cases, you should contact Monzo's customer support, and they will investigate the issue and rectify it. One of the great things about Monzo is their in-app chat support. It's usually very easy to get in touch with someone if you have a question or need help with a refund. They also have a comprehensive help section on their website and app, which can often answer your questions without needing to contact support directly. So, to summarize, how does Monzo refund money? It depends on the situation. For merchant refunds, the money usually goes back into your account within a few business days, depending on the merchant's processing time. For chargebacks, the process is more involved, and it can take longer. And for refunds related to Monzo's own services, they will handle the refund directly. Remember, the key is communication. If you have any questions or concerns about a refund, don't hesitate to contact Monzo's customer support. They are there to help you and guide you through the process. Keep records of all your transactions and correspondence with merchants, as this will be helpful if you need to dispute a transaction or initiate a chargeback. Understanding your bank's refund procedures is a crucial part of being financially responsible. It empowers you to manage your money effectively and ensures that you can get your money back when you're entitled to it. With Monzo's user-friendly approach and readily available support, the refund process is generally straightforward, but it's always good to be informed. With that said, thanks for watching, and until next time.